Buongiorno ragazzi e benvenuti a lezione 30 di Italian for Beginners. In this lesson we're going to be talking about telling time. This is the textbook that I'm using for this course, Prego by Graziana Lazzarino. It's available through Amazon in the US and Australia at least. I'm sure other countries as well. Amazon will have it. If you're in Australia, Booktopia also has it. It's worth shopping around to see where it's cheapest because it's not the cheapest book, but it is the best one I've found for teaching this course. So if you're planning to follow along for a while, I strongly recommend it. If you're just stopping by, don't bother. In questo video parliamo di un argomento molto importante, come leggere l'ora in italiano. Cominciamo con il dialogo a pagina 95 nel libro. Martina: che ore sono? Paolo: sono le 9 meno un quarto. Martina: è tardi, devo andare a lezione di chimica. Paolo: vai a piedi? Martina: no, devo correre e prendere l'autobus. So let's jump into telling time. This shouldn't be the longest lesson. I know I've said that before and it's ended up not being the case, but in this case I'm pretty sure this is going to be a brief lesson. Telling time is not difficult to explain, but it can take some getting used to. So don't be surprised if you understand the things that I say, but still have a hard time using it. It takes practice. So at the most basic level, you can ask what time it is by using either che ora è or che ore sono. Che ora è is less common in my experience than che ore sono. That one is used a lot more, but they're equivalent and both are correct, so it's your choice. The answer to that question then is usually going to be sono le and a number. Sono le 10, it's 10 o'clock. Sono le 17, it's 5 o'clock p.m. We're going to talk a little more about 24-hour time in a minute. So on the other hand, noon, midnight, and 1 o'clock are singular. So you would say è l'una, it's 1 o'clock. È mezzogiorno, it's midday, it's noon. È mezzanotte, it's midnight. So that's how you tell the time when it's a round, even hour. What do you do when you have minutes after or before the hour? So you can express fractional hours using either e, meaning and, or meno, meaning minus or less with the number of minutes. So to express a time after the hour, you can say sono le 2:40. Literally, they are 2:40, so it's 2:40. Alternatively, it might be going the other direction. How long is it till the next hour? In that case, we would use meno and say sono le 3 meno 20. It's 20 to 3. So those tell the same time, but just in a slightly different way. For 15 or 30-minute increments, you can use un quarto and mezzo. Mezza is also sometimes used. So you would say then, sono le 6:30, or sono le 9 meno un quarto. And yeah, so it's like in English in that usually if it's less than half an hour after the hour, you'll use e, and if it's less than half an hour before the hour, you'll use meno. So to say 15 minutes or half an hour in a general sense, not talking about telling time, you can use un quarto d'ora or mezz'ora. So ci vediamo fra mezz'ora. We'll see each other in half an hour. L'autobus arriva fra un quarto d'ora. The bus comes in 15 minutes. So how do you express then AM and PM? So first of all, when you're talking about official schedules and official business, 24-hour time is most common. So you'll hear something like sono le 14, and that means it's 2 p.m. Il volo parte alle 20:30, is the example I give, is the same as saying that it's 8 o'clock at 8 or 8:30 at night. So when you're not using 24-hour time, you can use di mattina, del pomeriggio, di sera, and di notte to indicate what time of day it actually is. So sono le 8 di mattina would be it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Sono le 2 del pomeriggio is it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Sono le 7 di sera is it's 7 o'clock in the evening. And then di notte, l'1:30 di notte, means it's 1 o'clock at night. And commonly early morning hours like that are referred to as night in Italian rather than we would say 1 in the morning. It's 1 at night there. So yeah, and if you're reading official schedules, you'll see a lot of 24-hour times. So it's really worth familiarizing yourself with that, especially if you're going to be traveling. So that's about it as far as telling time. As far as the compiti, we have the esercizi a pagine 96 e 98 and il piccolo ripasso a pagine 98 a 99. And then for the next lesson, we're just going to be reviewing the parole da ricordare per capitolo 4. That's the vocabulary for chapter 4, so we'll just be reviewing that in the next lesson. If you found this helpful, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel so you won't miss the next video, and I will see you then. Thanks for watching.